Hello, my name is Sean, and I'm going to try something a little different today. I am going to do some Reddit AITAH. Am I the a-hole? Um, Something a little different because true crime still gets me down. If you're new here, then I normally do true crime or whatever else. That's what I do. If you're a returner, then welcome back and tell me how you feel about Am I the a-holes? So let's get started. Am I the a-hole for telling my wife I'd rather her mom be homeless than let her move in with us? My wife's mom, 64 or 62-year-old female, is terrible. She's a professional victim who has burnt every bridge in her life. She stole money from family, sabotaged relationships, and once accidentally set a small fire in her previous apartment because she was mad at the landlord. Now, surprise, surprise, she's being evicted and called my wife, 35-year-old female, crying about how she has no one else. And my wife immediately jumped up to say, of course, you can stay with us without consulting me. We have two small young children, a small house, and zero tolerance for drama. The idea of her mom moving in fills me with dread. I told my mom, sorry, I told my wife flat out, I'd rather your mom be homeless than let her move in with us. Kind of sounds like something I'd say. That didn't go over well. My wife is furious and says that I'm heartless. I tried to compromise, suggesting that we pay for a short-term rental or look into senior housing. But my wife insists it's family or nothing. Am I really the bad guy for setting up this boundary? No, no, you are not the a-hole on this. First off, yes, your wife probably should have consulted with you. Uh, I know I wouldn't want my mother-in-law moving in with me. Hell, I don't think my wife would want my mother-in-law to move in with us. Uh, but I also know that I wouldn't want my own mom moving in with me. So, no, you're not the asshole. She really should have consulted with you. And it's nice that you're actually thinking of other things like trying to get her, paying for short-term housing and stuff like that. That's awesome. So no, you're perfectly righteous, my good man. Am I the a-hole for saying no to my boyfriend's proposal because I hate the ring? I, 24-year-old female, have been with my boyfriend, 29-year-old male, for 4 years. We've been discussing marriage a lot lately, and I've sent him engagement rings that I like so he could get a feel for what I'm into when the time is right. He proposed to me a few days ago, and while the proposal wasn't exactly how I imagined it, it still was very sweet. When he pulled out the ring, it was a complete opposite of what I liked, and honestly, it was ugly and I hated it. I told him while I'd love to marry him, I did not like this ring and felt like I sent him so many that I loved that he didn't pay attention to the detail, and that didn't bode well for our marriage. He told me that I was pretty shallow and is hurt. I prioritized a ring over our relationship and said he'd spent a lot of time planning this proposal and finding the perfect ring. I feel bad, and now I think I should just smile and deal with it because it's the thought that counts. Am I the a-hole? Yeah, yeah. In this situation, yeah, you definitely are. She included context of one of her dream rings and the similar ring to the one he proposed with. her dream ring, okay, $2,400. It's pretty. The one that he picked out, mm, I wouldn't consider that an engagement ring. I consider that more costume jewelry. It reminds me one time I was at work on break and I was sitting there and this girl was complaining about her boyfriend was going to propose to her. And she's like, I told him that that ring better not be worth less than $5,000. Otherwise, I will tell him no. And I'm sitting there thinking, with that attitude, you're lucky anyone's going to spend even $1 on a ring for you. I mean, it's a ring. Um, I know my wife and we, our wedding rings are only probably maybe a couple $100 each. Uh, I don't wear mine because my finger's too fat. I'd rather spend the money on a nice vacation or a new car or down payment on a house. I mean, over $1,000 for a ring just seems ridiculous. So, yeah, you are the a-hole, but so is he, because that ring that he picked out was gaudy. Um, so neither of you are good people. Okay, maybe I'm the asshole. Next, am I the a-hole for feeling upset I wasn't invited to a partner's family's house at Christmas? I'm 26-year-old male and my partner is a 23-year-old female. We've been together for 3 years and half a year. We've been together 3.5 years. Say it properly. We've recently got engaged last month. I wasn't invited to my partner's house for Christmas as her parents want it to be family only. According to my partner, I'm a tad upset about it. Oh, wait. Wants it to be family only, according to my partner. I'm a tad upset about it, but feel somewhat guilty as I still had my own parents to share Christmas with. So, not on my own or anything. Am I the a-hole for feeling this way? No, I don't think you're the a-hole. You have every right to feel guilty. I can understand that they want it to be family only, but he should have maybe, she should have maybe stood up for you a little bit more. You're not the a-hole, but this could be signs of things to come that maybe the family doesn't like you and didn't want you there, and she's not standing up for you. So I don't know. Maybe it's not meant to be. Am I the a-hole to think that high body count equals infidelity? Do you also think that high body count equals infidelity? Because I feel that anyone who has a high body count has difficulty staying faithful in a committed relationship. Even if he is faithful, his habits in the past to flirt with girls, let them sit on his lap, allowing girls to kiss him while taking pictures, etc. This habit will not go away soon. I don't know. That one's difficult. I have a ex-friend that uh, supposedly had a high body count, and yeah, he cheated on his wife left and right. Actually, had a child with some other woman at the same time his wife gave birth to his daughter. Uh, yeah, it was really stupid. But I've known other people that have high body counts when they're single, but are devoted in relationships when they're in a relationship. Um, Having a high sex drive, I don't think leads to infidelity, but I can understand you're feeling that way. I don't think you're the asshole. Am I the a-hole for buying a Tesla? Yes. Oh, wait, I should read the rest of this. I recently bought a Tesla after saving up for a while. Everyone around me has been making comments about it and acting weird since I got making little remarks under their breath and rolling their eyes whenever I drive up somewhere. I'm not a fan of Elon, but it's not like I bought Twitter. It's a car. Honestly, it's getting annoying. Am I the a-hole? Well, if you got one of those stupid Cybertrucks, then yeah, probably. 'Cause those are the ugliest pieces of crap I've ever seen out there. It looks like somebody smashed together two frying pans upside down and then just tried to contour it a little bit. If you've never been up close to one, I mean, seriously, they are the ugliest, stupidest vehicle I've ever seen. And I used to think, Datsuns were terrible looking cars, but no, this is beyond incredibly stupid. So if you uh bought that one, the Cybertruck, yeah, you're an a-hole. Regular Teslas, you know, I've always wanted one because I like electricity, the, not using up a whole bunch of gas and things like that. I like the thought of just being able to plug it in and charge it. I know you get less miles and everything. I personally think I'd rather have a hybrid that you're using electricity when you're in town and then gas when you're moving out of town. But the owner of Tesla, though, is such a jack-a-ninny. I really don't want to line his pockets anymore. I mean, he's the richest man in the world and he flaunts it and makes sure that you know that he's the richest. I don't think you're the a-hole for it. Power to you if you can afford it. This is the last one. I'm sure you're probably tired of listening to me talk. Am I the a-hole for telling somebody they smell bad? At my gym, there's a Somalia guy who really smelled bad. This is the second time I've encountered him, and both times it's been the same experience. The whole gym smells terrible. My gym is predominantly made up of Kadan and Somalia people, with the occasional Indian or Afghan. We all know those ethnicities have bad reputations on that topic. It's holiday. Everybody and their mama was working out. But anyway, I pulled him aside and told him that half imam is nadafid. I don't know what those words are. And that he smells bad, making the whole gym unbearable. I added, it's the Somalian. I added Megata Somalia Haku Dihelen. I expected attitude, and he cursed me out anyway. You expected attitude, and he cursed you. Was I wrong? I don't know what you said I'm assuming Somalian, that you actually spoke Somalian to him to tell him that he stunk. Yeah, you probably, the way you did it, probably you were the asshole. Um, I know a friend of mine's brother had a really bad BO problem and was working at this grocery store. And one of the managers had to pull him aside and say, "Hey, start using deodorant." So he would go through a whole can of Axe body spray like every week because he had just take it on so bad. I'm like, well, I think you missed the whole point of what they were saying to you. But in this case, yeah, dude, I mean, you're being an asshole. Don't, I mean, you have to know how to do it properly. That being said, I hope that this was entertaining enough. I'm hoping that my microphone worked because I've had problems with my microphone. So I might have recorded this for 18 minutes and have absolutely no audio. So thank you for watching. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Leave comments. Tell me what you'd like to see in the future. And I have no problem doing that. If you have any other things, just leave it in the comments. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. I love you all. I will see you next time. Bye bye.